boy.
Okay, as we decorate the barricades, I'm just gonna yell for a little bit, so bear with me. Have you guys heard, there's like a famous statement that us Palestinians say, and it goes something like, killing the flowers will not delay spring. Have you guys heard that? Yeah. So, I'm just going to talk a little bit about what that means. It kind of directly translates to the idea that as many of us that they try to kill, spring is inevitable. We know that however many of us they murder, for every murder that falls, thousands rise to take their place. Every Palestinian child has witnessed someone that they know experience or be killed by Israel and be raised as a martyr. So we know that however many of us that they kill, because the movement will never die. You can kill as many people as you like, but an idea will never die. Our commitment to the land will never die. So we can take a second to appreciate the flowers, knowing that spring is inevitable, and that as many flowers as they kill, more will rise, more will grow. Because the land knows. The land knows its people. So now that we will return to our land.
حتى نارك جنة حتى نارك جنة 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 يا وطننا جنة 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 يا وطننا حتى نارك جنة 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 طيب حتى نارك جنة حتى نارك جنة 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 يا وطن يا حبيب يا بتراب الطيب يا وطن يا حبيب جنة 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 يا وطننا يا وطن يا حبيب يا بتراب الطيب يا وطن يا حبيب يا بتراب الطيب حتى نارك جنة حتى نارك جنة 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 يا وطن يا بتراب الطيب يا وطن يا حبيب يا بتراب الطيب حتى نارك جنة حتى نارك جنة. We will honor all our martyrs.
We will honor all our martyrs.
All our children, sons and daughters.
All our children, sons and daughters. All our martyrs.
All our children, sons and daughters.
All our children, sons and daughters.
We will honor all our martyrs.
We will honor all our martyrs.
All our children, sons and daughters.
All our children, sons and daughters.
All right, I want to teach you guys one more chant before we get onto the other parts of the vigil.
Our very presence is evidence of our strength. Across the country, students are facing extreme repression for even acknowledging that Palestinians have died. Today at Georgetown, Palestinian flags were ripped out of the ground. At American University, cops were called and prepared to make arrests because students read the names of martyrs out loud. At UMD, their vigil needed to be fought for through a lawsuit. And here we are facing yet again the policing of our mourning. Shame! We will honor all our martyrs!
We will honor all our martyrs.
All our children, sons and daughters!
All
I asked everyone who has brought flowers with them if you guys can stop forward and place the flowers in the barricades. Actually, change of plans. Hand the flowers forward, and some marshals will come and collect them from you.
يا شهيد ارتاح ارتاح
يا شهيد ارتاح ارتاح
واحنا نواصل الكفاح
واحنا نواصل الكفاح
يا شهيد ارتاح ارتاح
يا شهيد ارتاح ارتاح
واحنا نواصل الكفاح
واحنا نواصل الكفاح
يا شهيد ارتاح ارتاح
يا شهيد ارتاح ارتاح
واحنا نواصل الكفاح
واحنا نواصل الكفاح
يا شهيد ارتاح ارتاح
يا شهيد ارتاح ارتاح
واحنا نواصل الكفاح.
واحنا نواصل الكفاح.
Every single one of these flowers represents one of our martyrs, represents hundreds of martyrs, thousands of martyrs. We can never get enough flowers to represent every single one of the souls of the martyrs who have been taken from us. They number in the hundreds of thousands, and that is only this past year. How many more have we witnessed over 76 years of occupation and colonialism? We know that there will be martyrs in the future. We know that these martyrs will not just come from Palestine, they will come from Lebanon, they will come from Syria, they will come from Yemen, they will come from all of our people across the region who have stood in solidarity with Palestine. We have to remember that we're here for Palestine, we're here for Gaza, and we're here also for all of our homelands across the region that are facing the scourge, the disease, the cancer that is Zionism, that is imperialism. And all of our people, there's a reason why this genocide has expanded into Lebanon. There's a reason why this genocide has expanded across the region. Yes, we know that Zionism is an expansionist project, but the fundamental reason why the people of Lebanon, the people of Syria, the people of Yemen are facing the attacks that they are now is because they have refused to abandon Gaza. For a year, they have refused to abandon Palestine, and they are being punished there, and yet they still remain steadfast with their heads held high in defiance of the Zionist entity. And the oppression that we're facing here, the police that we have here, blocking us from doing our own vigil, surveilling us and policing our mourning. Why is that? It's because we have also refused to abandon Gaza. And I want to talk a little bit about the significance of this location. Where we stand here, behind these barricades, behind these walls, is Shuhada Square, is Martyrs Square, where in April, earlier this year, people, the students of this university, the students of universities around the city, the people of the city from across all walks of life, people of conscience, came here to stand up for Palestine and to say, we will not accept this any longer. We will not accept these massacres.
Yep.
We will not stop, we will not rest this close.
We will not stop, we will not rest this close. Divest. We will not stop, we will not rest this close. Divest. We will not stop, we will not rest this close. Divest. We will not stop, we will not rest this close. Divest. We will not stop, we will not rest this close. Divest. We will not stop, we will not rest this close. Divest. We will not stop, we will not rest this close. Divest. We will not stop, we will not rest this close. Divest. We will not stop, we will not rest this close. Divest. We will not stop, we will not rest this close. Divest. We will not stop, we will not rest this close. Divest. We will not stop, we will not rest this close. Divest. We will not stop, we will not rest.
Shame! Shame!
Why? In capitalism, in imperialism. They do not protect us, they protect private property. But we know we confronted them here and we will confront them again in the name of Palestine, in the name of Gaza, in the name of every single one of our
Keep going to the side. Yep, I'm probably. Yeah, right there. Stop. Nope. Turn it back. Yep, there you go. Just grab it. Yeah, I'm sorry. I want to pinch you.
Actually, I'm gonna shoot you too.
I know. I'll be with you. I'll be with you. Whose backpack is that? Do we want to move it or you want me to move it?
Sorry.
Just move up. Yep. Push it up.
Give people a second, they can use their own stuff. No worries.
Push it up. We're going to move it. Let her get out of there. And then put your right there. Yep, there you go. All right. Thank you. So kind of you. It's your car. Push them all the way right here. I got you. I'm right behind you. Push forward, please. There you go. Thank you, officers.
All right, Dave.
Let me do this. Let me get you. Come on out here. We're gonna move you. Come on. Yeah. Where's the problem? Okay. I'm sorry. Come on. Yeah. We're gonna go. We're gonna go. I apologize. I got mixed up. Come on. We're gonna go. I'm gonna push you back here, back to that red light. Okay. I'm moving to a police direction. We're gonna move you back to that red light. You're not allowed in this area. I'm gonna tell you to move back. Okay. All right. Thank you. Turn around and walk.
Tell me what I did wrong.
Nope, you didn't do anything wrong. I'm just separating you for my safety, your safety, and their safety. All right?
That's it.
You're good. That's it. Thank you. You gonna walk back the whole way with me? You can walk back. Just go back to the light, and you're just gonna stay out of the block. Okay? Did you hear me? Do you understand it? Okay. So it's a request, so we don't have to lock you up. All right? So you're gonna comply. All right? I don't mind what you do. We're just gonna do it over there.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. It has been 1 year since the beginning of the genocide in Gaza, and it has been 10 months since the Zionist occupation murdered 16 of my relatives in Gaza. And tonight, I want to pray for all of our martyrs, our people in Palestine, and all of our people in the region. Allahumma irham shuhada'ina. May Allah forgive our martyrs. Allahumma arziqu shuhada'ina jannatul firdaus. May Allah grant our martyrs paradise. Allahumma sabbir wa ihmi a'ilat shuhada'ina. May Allah give patience to and protect the families of our martyrs. Allahumma arziqu samudu ila sha'bina fi Gaza wa hafidhhin min ayyi adha. May Allah grant steadfastness to our people in Gaza and protect them from any harm. Allahumma at'am wa asqi sha'bina fi Gaza wa asmih ila dukhulat shahinat al-musa'ada ila al-qita'. May Allah feed and give water to our people in Gaza and allow the entry of aid trucks into the strip. اللهم صبر شعبنا في الضفة وأحميهم من غارات الاحتلال وعنف المستوطنين. May Allah grant patience to our people in the West Bank and protect them from the raids of the occupation and the violence of settlers. اللهم احمي شعبنا في فلسطين المحتلة من الجرائم وصبرهم في حياتهم اليومية تحت الاحتلال. May Allah protect our people in occupied Palestine from crime, and grant them patience in their daily lives under occupation.
So this is a testimony from a father of 3. My wife and I don't want to leave when war comes to Gaza. We want to stay with our parents and brothers and sisters, and we know that leaving Gaza means leaving them behind. Even when the border crossing with Egypt opens to foreign passport holders like our 3-year-old son Mustafa, we decide to stay. Our apartment in northern Gaza city of Beit Lahia is on the 3rd floor. My brothers live above and below us, and my parents live on the ground floor. My father raises chickens and rabbits in the garden. I have a library full of books that I love. Then, Israel drops leaflets on our neighborhood ordering us to evacuate, and we are crammed into a 2-room apartment we've borrowed in the Jabalia refugee camp. Shortly after, we hear that a bomb has destroyed our home. Airstrikes rain down on the camp, killing dozens of people 100 meters from our door. Over time, our parents stop asking us to stay. When our apartment in the refugee camp is no longer a safe haven, we move back to an UNRWA school. My wife, Maram, sleeps in a classroom with dozens of women and children. I sleep with men, out in the open, exposed to the dew. Once I hear the sound of shrapnel echoing through the school, as if a cup had fallen from the kitchen table. Now, when Maram and I talk about leaving, we know that the decision is not ours alone, but our 3 sons. In Gaza, children are not really children. Our 8-year-old son, Yazan, talks about retrieving toys from the rubble of our home, but now he should be learning to draw, play football, and take a family photo. But now he is learning how to hide when the bombs fall. On November 4th, our names appear on a list of those cleared to travel through the Rafah border crossing, allowing us to leave Gaza. The next day, we set out on foot, joining a wave of Palestinians making the 30-kilometer journey south. Some of us moving faster, some moving faster than us on donkeys or in tuk-tuks. But they are soon back towards us. We see a friend who tells us that the Israeli forces have set up a checkpoint on Salah al-Din Road, the north-south travel route that was supposed to be a safe exit route. He says that the shooting there has convinced him to turn back. We return to school. Mustafa and our 6-year-old daughter, Yafa, have such a high fever that they can barely walk. My sisters plead with us not to leave. We mustn't leave them, says Maram. We want to stay for our family, and for our family, we want to leave.
All right, thank you for everyone who read poems and testimony. We're going to move into our closing remarks for tonight.
Thank you guys so much for coming. I just want to close out with a few words. The testimonies, the poems that we just read are heartbreaking. They're heartbreaking. And every single day of this past year, every single day that we have seen the images of our people, of children in pieces, in flour bags, mothers and fathers digging through the rubble for their families. Every single one of those images, they break our hearts. And that pain, that anguish, it weighs heavy on our hearts every single day. We're here in this space tonight to mourn, to grieve, to recommit ourselves in the memories of our martyrs to the struggle that we're engaging in. Every single one of us who feels this pain, you don't have to suffer through it on your own. The community that you see standing around you, that community is what makes that pain meaningful, right? Like all these deaths that we have seen over the past year, all of our martyrs, we owe it to them, right? Are you here tonight? Are you here tonight because you want to be here? No. Ideally, I don't think any of us would want to be here witnessing this genocide. But we're here tonight because we have a duty. We have a duty to our martyrs. We have a duty to our prisoners. We have a duty to make their deaths mean something. Their deaths, our martyrs' deaths, they mean something because one day, because of the struggle, we will achieve a future where there are no more Hind Rajabs, where there are no more Rafat al-Arirs. Their deaths mean something because we are fighting for a future in which our people will no longer have to be genocided. That's why their deaths mean something. Is because we know that we will struggle to see liberation in this lifetime, in the lifetime of our children, in the lifetime of all generations of Palestinians and all people across the region. And so we're here tonight to mourn and to grieve and to feel the pain that we have felt over the past year. But we have a duty to take that pain and that mourning and that grief and to allow it to fuel ourselves, to fuel our recommitment to the liberation struggle and for the struggle for the freedom of Palestine and for all our people. And so, take this opportunity, take today, feel the pain, feel the suffering, and let it spark a fire inside you, a fire for liberation. Today is the first day of National SJP's Week of Action that goes from October 7th to 11th. We're here today on the first day of this Week of Action, on the 1-year anniversary of the beginning of this genocide, to launch this Week of Rage as a statement to all this entire imperialist nation, as students across the country united under a single banner of justice and liberation for the people of Palestine. And so again, I want to remind you of this location that we stand next to. We stand in front of Shuhada Square. We launched this encampment here for a reason, under a united banner of demands. Demands that no amount of police brutality, no amount of surveillance, no amount of university repression will ever cause us to abandon. And so I want to repeat those demands as a reminder of why we're here, and a reminder of what we still have to fight for here at this university and at universities around the country. Our first demand: drop all charges against pro-Palestine student organizers and student organizations. Number 2, end the repression of pro-Palestine speech and political expression on this campus and on all campuses. Number 3, disclose all investments and financial connections of this university. Number 4, end all academic ties between this university and the Zionist institutions that continue to facilitate this genocide. And lastly, demand number 5, we demand divestment from all companies complicit in this genocide immediately. We are also here today, united with students across the country and with the entire movement here, under the demand of an immediate arms embargo on Israel. No more weapons to Israel, no more arms to Israel, no more money to Israel. Cut off the flows of capital and technology that are greasing the wheels of this genocide. And so this week of rage, we will be here rising up at campuses across the country in remembrance of our martyrs, in remembrance of our prisoners, because we have a duty to resist here in the heart of empire for all our people. And so I call upon all of you to join us tomorrow at 3 p.m. for a rally. Walk out of your classes at 3 p.m. and join us for a rally on 8th Street in front of Kogan Plaza tomorrow at 3 p.m. We continue to stand strong in the face of repression. We continue to stand strong in the face of these massacres because the people of Gaza and the people of the region have shown us what strength, steadfastness, and sacrifice look like. And so we are here embodying the spirit of our people who refuse to abandon Palestine. Join us for this week of rage this week. We also have a movie screening this upcoming Wednesday. You can find all of this information on the DMV SJP Instagram account. We hope to see you all the rest of this week. We hope to see you all in this struggle going forward, because we know that there is no end to this struggle. We know that this struggle will continue until liberation. And so we will see you all in the struggle. Thank you all. Thank you all for coming tonight. Please go home safely. Don't talk to cops. Go home with a buddy. Thank you all so much for coming.